From the International Space Station and foldable laptops to smartwatches and lab-grown food, science fiction through books or movies has been scarily accurate in predicting the future since the 1600s. Today, with technology accelerating faster than ever before, new companies have been started that not only were predicted by sci-fi, but they're also crazy enough to be sci-fi. After hundreds of hours of research, I found 3 wildly ambitious, very real startups that sound straight out of science fiction. If successful, these companies can upend their industries and completely change the world. This video was made possible by TikTok Shop, but much more on them a bit later. In the 2004 sci-fi movie I, Robot, one of my personal favorites, Will Smith plays Detective Spooner, who investigates whether humanoid robots are with us or against us. Well, fortunately, I'm here to tell you that this startup is with us. Figure is a first-of-its-kind AI robotics company founded by Brett Adcock, who sunk $100 million of his own money into the business. Figure aims to bring millions of general-purpose robots to the masses. But why is this serial entrepreneur hell-bent on creating iRobot-looking humanoids as his next act? Well, it's because he believes it's his moral duty to build great technology, and he believes this is the greatest technology of our generation. He lays out the problem simply. Today, we are seeing unprecedented labor shortages. There are over 10 million unsafe or undesirable jobs in the US alone, and an aging population will only make it increasingly difficult for companies to scale their workforces. As a result, the labor supply growth is set to flatline this century. If we want continued growth, we need more productivity, and this means more automation. So very simply, Brett is saying that there isn't enough supply of willing or able enough labor to do all of the work that is required in our world. His solution, humanoid robots. Figure is starting by building humanoids that support 3 billion humans across the world who perform physical labor. And after tapping this $42 trillion market, which is 50% of the world's GDP, the company has its sights set on putting a robot in every home, starting with the elderly. Obviously, it is an insanely ambitious plan, but Figure is already well on its way. In less than 12 months, the team unveiled the Figure 1 robot, which can already dynamically walk like a human. Well, kinda. In 2010, we all watched Inception, or at least you should have. And we wished we could have had Leonardo DiCaprio by our side to help us control our dreams. Well, I'm here to tell you, Prophetic AI is trying to be your Leo. They're building a device that can induce and stabilize your lucid dreams. In other words, using their non-invasive neural device called the Halo, Prophetic will increase brainwaves at the gamma frequency while you sleep, which, if successful, will make you aware that you are dreaming and allow you to control your dream. But what is the end game here? Co-founder Eric Wahlberg said he experienced his first lucid dream at just 12 years old, and it was his most profound experience ever. Now, Wahlberg wants to bring this gift to others, and he's not the only one that believes in the power of dream control. Researchers from the Max Planck Institute for Human Development in Berlin say that lucid dreaming leads to greater self-awareness and reflection, and an ability to recall the more distant past and future. With a team including the designer of Elon Musk's Neuralink 1, a researcher responsible for Apple's Vision Pro, and a co-founder who helped build a futuristic city in the Mediterranean, this team may have as good of a chance as any to give humanity the tools to explore and expand consciousness. In Jerry Pournelle's 1976 book, Bind Your Sons to Exile, and William Gibson's 1988 sci-fi Mona Lisa Overdrive, both make mention of a manufacturing facility in space that orbits Earth. Well, what do you know? Varda is hoping to take those fictional worlds and bring them to life. Varda is a cutting-edge manufacturing business that aims to build products in the microgravity of space and then send those products back down to Earth. And these products can range from semiconductors to pharmaceuticals. Founders Will Brew, Delian Asparuhov, and Daniel Marshall are on this wildly ambitious mission of building the world's first commercial microgravity industrial park at scale. A key to Varda's business is a phenomenon known as protein crystallization. Research shows that protein crystals grown in space are of much higher quality than those grown on Earth. In this unique environment, scientists can optimize drugs. Think drugs that are much more effective, but also have less side effects. The company has already signed agreements with NASA, and it deployed its very first space factory on a SpaceX Falcon 9 this year. With every giant leap in tech, there are traces of those who dare to think of the unimaginable. We could have humanoid robots moving pianos into our homes. We could make our dreams feel like reality. Or we could even have a fully functional manufacturing hub in outer space. If you were to tell me that these companies sound like they're from the future, I would tell you the future's a lot closer than you think. If you're on your own path of building or scaling your business, then you need to check out today's video sponsor, TikTok Shop. Powered by TikTok's unique discovery engine, TikTok Shop enables brands and creators to showcase and sell products directly on TikTok through a suite of in-app shopping touchpoints. TikTok Shop combines TikTok's joy of discovery with frictionless checkout experience to make it an essential part of your e-commerce strategy. If you're a creator looking for a way to grow your earnings and delight your audience, or a brand that is looking to scale your customer base by working with the world's most trusted and engaging voices, learn more about adding TikTok Shop into your tool belt by clicking the link in the description.